All right, man, look, I got one question for you. Who the hell's gonna win this fight? Two prime heavyweight fighters at the top of their game right now. You have Fabio Warley and Joseph Parker. This is Throwback. This is what we want. This is absolutely fearless. Why would these two heavyweight monsters take on each other? Well, according to Frank Warren, whoever wins this fight take on one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, the current heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. Oh, and who is Fabio Warley? Well, if you don't know, a rising star in the heavyweight division, one of the hardest punching heavyweights in the world right now. He's young, he's fast, he's hungry. Oh, and then I mentioned he just holds the crown for having knockout of the year when he knocked out Frazier Clark. And Joseph Parker? Oh, you don't know the legend? He's just a heavyweight with one of the best resumes in heavyweight history. How does Joseph Parker deal with big punchers? Why don't you ask one of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Oh, and I forgot to mention, that's right, he knocked out Martin Bakole in 2 rounds. So he has surely outboxed Fabio Warley, right? Not so fast. I saw Fabio Warley getting outboxed in his last fight by Honey for most of the fight. How did Fabio Warley deal with that pressure? He was just cautious, thinking it through, and then BAM! Exclusively on DAZN pay-per-view, October 25th. And if you buy the pay-per-view using this link, I'm gonna give you a 7-day free trial of DAZN. So who's gonna win this fight? And who's gonna get a chance to take on Alexander Usyk for heavyweight supremacy? Find out October 25th. We're in DAZN War Room.
I hate to sound biased, man. Tank number 1. Nah, I gotta be honest. I can't be biased. I'm not gonna be biased. Devin's number 1. Tank, Shakur, Regis.
How do you prepare for a guy that's different stature-wise?
Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Lovin. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week. So
Wow.
just sparring against guys on their level and people who have, been doing this their whole entire lives, but we're really focusing on speed. And not as much on power. I'm not doing as much like weightlifting and all of that stuff. I'm actually trying to like lose some muscle.
Oh man, first of all, I'm gonna give you guys a sty update, okay? Because I got my glasses in now. I'm giving you guys a sty update. For all of you assholes who were in the comments bull jiving, all right, talking about put a gold ring on my eye. This shit didn't get better. It hurts like hell. It hurts so damn much that I have shaved off my Super Saiyan. I wanted everything clean. I got rid of everything. That's how much my eye hurt. Y'all who talking about put gold on your eye, and don't say I have fake gold. Lord knows I ain't got fake gold. I put that on my eyelid. The shit been sore all day. My eyelid just got fatter. Shit got worse. All right? I mean, Forrest Whitaker would be jealous of where this eyelid is. All right? Now let's get to the damn show. Listen. Jake Paul, I have so much to say. I have so much to say about this. Jake Paul has confirmed that Shakur Stevenson is going to be sparring with him. Not just Shakur, but Montana Love, and we already saw Raymond Ford.
Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Lovin. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week.
I have so much to say. He's saying that he wants to work on his speed. You see him here, he's looking extremely fast. I'm not lying with you. You see him here working on his neck and head movement, whatever, the rock and roll effect, whatever he's doing right there, he's working extremely hard. The first thing I want to say is this. These two guys are about to go at it. Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis about to go at it. Y'all don't understand. It was going to be a pro fight, but nobody wanted to sanction it because of the weight difference. But both of them have a lot to lose. They're going. You don't hire Shakur Stevenson, Montana Love, Raymond Ford if you're not trying to win the damn fight, brother. Whatever. That's the first thing I want to say. And Tank over there whooping heavyweights' asses. Okay, they're going to go in. But the second thing I want to say is this. I'm offended. I'm a little bit, because really, Shakur, get your money. Montana Love, listen, bro, get your money, okay? But remember how everybody felt about Boots Ennis preparing Canelo for Bud Crawford, saying that he sold out and he was a coon and all those things. And all that shit was stupid as hell to say. All right? But at least in that case, Boots wasn't necessarily preparing Canelo. He was getting work in himself, moving in at 154 for the first time against Lima. They were working with each other. And Canelo has a long history with their family and sparring and shit like that. Saul Canelo Alvarez is one of the greatest fighters in history, all right? So all of that, Boots trying to be the next one, all of that made sense to me. Jake, though, like preparing Jake to whoop Tank's ass is diabolical. Because I'm not sure what Jake can do to help Shakur. I'm not sure what Jake can do to help Raymond Ford. You get what I'm trying to say? I mean, forget the race coon shit. That's just y'all being insecure and acting like damn idiots. But I'm just talking about on the boxing culture tip. Is Jake one of us?
You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk. Jake!
Is Jake a part of the boxing revolution? Maybe he is. I mean, he's definitely doing it with women's boxing, his impact. All right, come on, Jake. Come on, Jake, come on.
Hey, Jake! Hey! Jake! Come back here!
Jake is one of us. He's part of the boxing revolution. I mean, how he impacted women's boxing and impacting the sport that way is just too colossal, all right? It's too impactful. It is too good, okay? All right, fine. All right, and what he did with Netflix, and okay, fine. But I still feel like, why would Shakur prepare Jake for Gervonta? Like, because I heard Shakur say that Jake doesn't have a chance against Gervonta.
Is there any way any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Nope.
Is he trying to give him that chance? I don't know about that. You don't learn that overnight. You don't increase your chances against Gervonta if you feel that way, Shakur, by having a few sessions with Shakur. Shakur may just be building up a potential fight with him and Tank. Doing that is the guy is chess, all right? He ain't checkers. I think this is a play for Shakur to participate, and his name is a part of one of the biggest events of the year, if not the biggest event of the year. That's a chess move. Jake brings him up. You know they're not bed buddies, Gervonta and Shakur. Pause. Shakur Stevenson wanting Gervonta. If Jake beats him, he could say that like he's the man in the chair and he helped. If not, he still put his name in the play, in the hat. Let me know what y'all think about that. Now let's talk about this, the next subject. Adrian the Problem Broner. AB, he says that Devin Haney is greater than Tank Davis.
I hate to sound biased, man. Tank number one. Nah, I gotta be honest. I can't be biased. I'm not gonna be biased. Devin's number one. Tank, Shakur, Regis.
And to that, I must say, I agree. I agree. He said, let me not be biased. It's Haney first, then Gervonta, then Shakur. I agree. If you were to say who's better, I'll say Shakur, then Tank, then Haney. Because it's diabolical. Because AB is the one that told the story about how Tank whooped Haney's ass in sparring.
You know, it was very competitive. And then Tank hit Devin. Boom, boom. And Devin went like, boom, boom. And then he hit him again, boom, boom. And I jumped in the ring.
Then you see the pictures of it, and it shows that AB wasn't cap at all. He was all facts. says that Haney is over Tank. And honestly, I agree. I don't think he's a better boxer. Okay, they're like opponent in Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis did short work of Ryan Garcia, but weight drain. Ryan Garcia was at a more comfortable weight against Devin Haney, all those. I get that too. But you're going to add in the Osterine thing and stuff like that, which I don't put much weight on. But for the sake of argument, you're going to do those things. But still, I feel like Tank has shown better boxing ability than Devin Haney. I do think he's better than Devin. But with that said, Devin fought Lomachenko. Tank didn't. Right? If you look at Devin's resume and his accomplishments, becoming undisputed and all those things, Tank, he hasn't. I'm trying to think of how many champions he beat to become champion. I mean, if you, not to diss Tank, like I said, I think Tank is a better fighter than Devin, but what AB said makes sense. If you look at it, Haney has taken on, he's about to fight Brian Norman Bates at welterweight for the ship. And it's not really that surprising because that's how Devin moves. So when you know that, do the Devin Haney, that he moves like that, he's obviously a greater fighter than Tank, right? I mean, unless you guys feel differently. The odd thing is Shakur, because there's an argument for Shakur over Tank. If you want to talk about greatness, there is an argument, right? The thing that Tank has, though, is the multi. I can't really say the multi divisions like that because Haney and Shakur definitely doing that, especially Shakur with the titles. But what Tank has is the way his victories, how good they look later. Like if you look at Pitbull, right? And people say he makes them stars. Well, but look at Pitbull. Look at Roach, all right? But at the same time, Devin Haney's moving up to welterweight to take on a champion while the other champs, Tank already beat. You got Rolly Romero. You got Mario Barty. Hold on. Let me think about this. Is Haney over undisputed? Okay, I got Haney over Tank, but now that, hold on. The welterweights, the other, Devin Haney's going up to fight Brian Norman. Brian Norman and Tank, Brian Norman's, what everyone knows of Brian Norman, just him being lit and what got his name popping is being associated with Tank and Sparring. The other champions at welterweight is Mario Barrios and Rolly Romero. Well, I'll be damned. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to let you guys discuss it in the comments because I just talked my way into really thinking about this. The last thing I want to say is Cruz versus Murataya. Now, you kind of feel like this is Cruz's first fight, right? Like you do feel, I mean, Cruz has fought for an Olympic gold medal, but you feel like this is fight one. Let me know how you feel, guys, below. ShowBizz, I am excited about that bout for Cruz. And I like to know how you feel about the discussion on what AB had to say about Haney over Gervonta Tank Davis and what you think about Jake Paul bringing in Shakur. Listen, Tank. If Jake Paul's bringing in your ops, Tank, bring in Tommy Fury and Anthony Joshua. Tank, that's what you do. Bring in Tommy Fury to spar and bring in Anthony AJ Joshua to help you prepare for Jake. All right, let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, I'm out.